Christopher Perez Van Dam. I just wanted to throw that out there, GSP reference for you.
We're eliminating any controversy right now, right?
Right now, baby. Coming up front with it. No special breathing techniques at all.
That's right.
I like it.
He knows how to breathe already.
No complaints from... Oh, and a nice knee by Van Dam.
Yeah, great knee, a great jumpy knee. But for his efforts, he gets socked in the face.
But at the same time, Keeler doing a great job on the offense, kept coming at him, didn't really do too much damage there on any one of the strikes, although he may have scored some points on the judge's card.
Yeah, pretty moved by Perez Van Dam. I will say this, you know, he's kind of the Michael Jordan of the MMA world. He loves going for those big flashy moves, the low percentage moves, but he loves going for it. If he would have landed it, that would have been on the highlight tape for years to come with MCC. Good job getting back to his feet nonetheless.
Both men scrambling, throwing knees, kind of in the clinch, trying to get the advantage. And it looks to be trying to take down a punch, trying to take the other down, but it seems like, yes, they're trying to take each other down. And there we have Dan Perez on top.
Well, you called him the Michael Jordan. I'll call him the LeBron James because either one of them are the last guy to take the last shot. They are, at any given time, the best player on the court here. We'll take a look at Perez as he looks to be the last man standing in this bout. Chris Perez Van Dam on top. Eric Keeler on the bottom.
A few good elbows from the top of Perez Van Dam, but Keeler's doing his best to hold Perez Van Dam right there to avoid taking any further punishment. Both men look really slippery, so it looks like any attempt at armbar or Kimura's might not be very wise at this point. It looks like as sweaty as both men are, they just slip right out of it.
Well, that does become the problem no matter the time of year when you get two men fighting each other or women. They do become sweaty, and sweat becomes an element. Does become part of the game, John.
Yeah, absolutely. And they're deep into the second round now, so, you know, especially when going for those submissions, sweat's always going to be, you know, some objective that you got to overcome. Unless you have it locked up, as you see in all fight, I mean, they're just reversing, you know, one position to the next. So unless they have a submission locked up, you know the other guy's just going to slip his way out and end up on top.
And my question would be, how would a judge score a fight like this? Because both men, although Van Dam Perez seems to be dominating the second round, that first round just went back and forth constantly.
Yeah, it is hard to judge this fight. I mean, it's going to be real interesting if it goes to the to a decision to see which judge saw what and then the fight. You know, it's do you go for the guy that went for the most submissions? Do you go for the guy who inflicted the most damage? It's hard to say. Neither one looked worse for the wear. So it's going to be hard to judge.
Well, it absolutely is, although more time has been spent on top by Christopher Perez Van Dam. The religion seemingly controlling the bout, but as you well know, the bouts can be controlled from the bottom as well, Marcus.
It looks like Perez is trying to lay down some songs of his religion on top of that kid right there, but it looks like both men are doing their best to inflict damage. Just when you think one man might have the advantage on the top, you see the other guy shooting elbows from the bottom or punching from the bottom or maybe trying to upkick. It just seems to be going back and forth, and this is a very good matchup so far.
And now that the pace has kind of slowed a little bit, it's given Chris Perez a little more of an advantage. He's got him in his corner. He's able to listen to the advice that his coaches are giving him. And he's able to land some effective strikes from this position.
So it helps him focus, listening to Pete Peterson constantly talk to him. Teddy Bear there as well, Nate Williams, who'll be fighting later on this evening.
And John, is that an advantage to be in your corner with the man down in that position?
I believe so, because, you know, in training you hear your coach over and over talking to you. Once you get in the fight, everything is just so much more of a fast pace, and, you know, it's flashing and back and forth, and you're tired, and you know, just to hear that voice gives you somewhat of a little bit of comfort, you know, just a little bit of sort of normalcy, something that you're used to hearing, and it gives you that confidence, you know. Now, on the other hand, for the other guy, all he hears is instruction from the other guy's corner, so that's in his head too.
It looks like he's trying to he's taking his back at this point. It looks like he might be trying to... There you go, Keeler's gone out of it, and now he's standing up again.
Yeah, it looks like he may have went for some sort of an arm lock, ended up on his back. Doing a good job of keeping Keeler away from him. As you can see, he uses his feet on those hips to kind of keep him pushed back. When Keeler lands in his guard, you see Perez Van Dam go right to that, you know, underhook position so he can keep him locked up, keep him close, and he's going for a sweep with the legs.
But Fellas, I give round 2 at this point with 10 seconds remaining. I give this one, and he's earned it. I'll give him nothing. He's earned round number 2. And that, of course, is the man on top. Christopher Perez, Van Dam, and I got to believe, John, you agree with me.
Yeah, I do agree with you. Chris Perez, he had well over a minute of time in Keeler's guard, raining down some effective punches. He did a little damage. And